not only within the region but also on the global stage. It has successfully fostered economic integration through initiatives such as the ASEAN Economic Community to the ASEAN Summit itself, enabling a greater trade, investment and connectivity among member countries. The ASEAN Way, emphasizing consultation, consensus and non-interference. It will continue to be a guiding principle that allows member states to navigate complex regional issues together. With its commitment to regional integration, it has driven economic growth, enabling millions to benefit from expanded markets across border and improved connectivity.
Announcing the arrival of His Excellency, President of the European Council.
We extend a very warm welcome to President Antonio Costa, representing the European Union, long-standing and strategic partner of ASEAN. Now, the EU-ASEAN relationship is built on shared values, sustainability, to human development, and a deep commitment to peace and rules-based international order. As one of ASEAN's earliest dialogue partners, the European Union continues to play a crucial role in advancing regional cooperation through green transition, connectivity, trade, digital innovation. President Costa's presence today reaffirms the EU's commitment to ASEAN centrality and its strategic engagement in the Indo-Pacific. Let us welcome the Honorable President of the European Council as he joins us for this important occasion. Strengthening ASEAN's collective voice as the global stage is enhancing its ability to advocate for rules-based international order, mutual respect, and peaceful dispute resolution. With ASEAN strategic partnerships with various countries across the continents, demonstrating its evolving role as a hub for international cooperation and multilateralism. Now, the spirit of ASEAN transcends beyond politics, fostering cultural exchange and mutual understanding that build bridges among peoples and nations. Now, today's celebrations will reaffirm ASEAN's dedication to combating the transnational challenges from cyber crime and pandemics to terrorism and human trafficking. As global dynamics shift, ASEAN's balanced approach between major powers helps maintain peace and prevent conflict in the region. Enshrines the commitment of member states to peaceful resolution of disputes and adherence to international law. With digital economies rising, ASEAN is focused on strengthening cyber security and promoting digital literacy across the region. Now, with the inclusion of Timor-Leste as a prospective member, signals ASEAN's openness and willingness to grow stronger and more inclusive, reflecting the expanding horizons of regional cooperation.
announcing the arrival of His Excellency, President of the Democratic Republic of Timor-Leste.
The Honorable Jose Maria Deres, the head of government of the Democratic Republic of Timor-Leste. We warmly welcome the Honorable Jose Maria, representing Timor-Leste, a nation that continues to make meaningful strides in its journey towards full ASEAN membership.
Announcing the arrival of His Excellency, President of the Republic of Indonesia.
Now, the Honorable Host's participation at the summit signals not just a diplomatic presence, but a growing and enduring partnership that will strengthen the ASEAN's community in the years to come. His Excellency Joko Widodo, the President of the Republic of Indonesia. Now, as the world's third largest democracy and a founding member of ASEAN, Indonesia continues to be a central voice in ASEAN's geopolitical identity and global engagement. Welcome, Your Excellency. Indonesia has consistently played a pivotal role in shaping the strategic direction of the region. With its vast reach to dynamic economy and enduring commitment to multilateralism, Indonesia actually remains a cornerstone of ASEAN's centrality, unity, and international engagement. Championing as ASEAN's collective voice on the global stage, advocated for regional resilience, and reinforced the importance of inclusive development. President Joko Widodo. We're currently extending warm and respectful welcome to each leader as they step forward to represent the nation on the important regional stage. Witnessing the arrival of these 16 leaders, whose presence today signifies not only their commitment to ASEAN's vision, but also the importance of deepening ties in an increasingly interconnected world. ASEAN's success depends on the sustained commitment of its members to uphold shared values of tolerance, dialogue, and cooperation for regional stability. Now, looking ahead, the future looks promising, with focus areas expanding to include climate action, digital connectivity, infrastructure investment, youth and education exchanges. Now, the cooperations to meeting that we've been seeing is not just reactive, but visionary, preparing all of our regions for a shared and sustainable growth. One of the factors was education, as it isn't just a national issue, it's regional. The frameworks show that we're building connectivity beyond borders.
Announcing the arrival of His Excellency, President of the Federative Republic of Brazil.
The Honorable Luiz Inácio Lula da Silva, President of the Federative Republic of Brazil. We extend a warm and distinguished welcome to President Lula, representing Brazil, a valued global partner and a key voice in the global south. Brazil's presence today reflects a deepening ASEAN-Latin America engagement rooted in shared aspirations for climate action, inclusive development, multilateralism, and South-South cooperation as the largest economy in South America and a leader in global sustainability discourse. Brazil brings a powerful perspective to regional and international collaboration. Under his leadership, especially on social justice, the environment, and global equity, it resonates strongly with ASEAN's priorities. Let us warmly welcome His Excellency as he joins a significant gathering of regional and global leaders.
Announcing the arrival of His Excellency, President of the Republic of South Africa.
The Honorable Matamala Cyril Ramaphosa, the President of the Republic of South Africa. We're honored to welcome President Ramaphosa, representing South Africa, as a prominent partner in the global south and a leading voice in promoting inclusive development, peace building, and multilateral cooperation. With South Africa's engagement with ASEAN, it reflects a shared commitment to a rules-based international order, sustainable growth, and South-South collaboration. A key member of the African Union and BRICS, South Africa continues to advocate for balanced global governance and economic equity. President Ramaphosa's leadership in advancing reconciliation to democratic values and economic reform will offer valuable perspective in today's complex global landscape.
Announcing the arrival of His Excellency, President of the Republic of the Philippines and spouse.
The arrival of the Honorable Ferdinand Marcos Jr., the President of the Republic of the Philippines. Now, as a nation with strategic geographic importance, the Philippines play a very critical role in advancing ASEAN's maritime security agenda, fostering a dialogue on territorial integrity and promoting sustainable use of marine resources. The Honorable Ferdinand Marcos Jr.'s leadership will continue to strengthen the country's active engagement in
Announcing
ASEAN's
the
collective
arrival
efforts.
of His Majesty Sultan and Yang di-Pertuan of Brunei Darussalam.
His Majesty Sultan Haji Hassanan Bolkiah Sultan and Yang di-Pertuan of Brunei Darussalam. A respected voice in ASEAN's journey toward unity, stability, and sustainable development. His Majesty has been a steadfast advocate of ASEAN unity, peace and moderation. With His Majesty's leadership, Brunei continues to play a pivotal role in shaping ASEAN's direction, particularly in areas of maritime cooperation, socio-economic development, regional stability. With His Majesty's presence, it reaffirms Brunei's enduring commitment to ASEAN's shared vision, a community grounded in mutual respect, regional resilience, and forward-looking cooperation. His Majesty Sultan Haji Hassanan Bolkiah Muzaddin Daulah Ibni Almarhum Sultan Haji Omar Ali Safruddin Saidul Khairi Wadin Sultan and Yang di-Pertuan of Brunei Darussalam. As the final dignitaries make their entrance, we thank you for your attention as these arrivals remind us not only of ASEAN's diversity, but of its shared mission to act as one, to grow together, and to lead with a collective voice in the global arena. Let the day's events now unfold, guided by vision, trust, and enduring spirit of ASEAN cooperation. Now, the Master Plan on ASEAN Connectivity AMPAC 2025 supports physical, institutional to people connectivity. We're looking into the energy and climate action, the ASEAN Plan of Action for Energy Cooperation 2026 to 2030, targeting about 45% of renewable electricity share and 40% of energy intensity reduction, to climate resilience, disaster risk reduction, and sustainable urban development that are central to ASEAN's green agenda. Looking into youth and education, the ASEAN Youth Dialogue empowered youth engagement on climate, human rights to health. The common space in Southeast Asian higher education was advanced, building the academic mobility and regional qualifications framework. From TVET, digital skills and inclusivity are high on the education agenda. To social cultural progress, efforts are focused on narrowing the development gap, gender equality, promoting human dignity across member states. To ASEAN, strengthening public health system, labor protection and social safety as post-pandemic. Now, for the institutional reform to future readiness as a nation, ASEAN, there is a shared momentum for the reform, enhancing the efficiency, conversations between leaders, responsiveness, and agility in global affairs. Malaysia's 2025 chairmanship has emphasized reform, inclusion, digital innovation, and strengthening community building.
Distinguished guests, a round of applause as we announce the arrival
For the
of heads
remarkable
of state and
sight of
government
the
of
ASEAN
ASEAN
heads of states
and
and
guests
governments
of the chair.
Conversation is more than ceremonial entrance, a powerful vision of ASEAN's enduring unity, trust, and shared purpose, reflecting the strength of mutual respect, dialogue, conversation, and the region's commitment to progress together, side by side. Among them are leaders representing over 600 million people, not just as representatives of the nations, but as partners in shaping Southeast Asia's collective future. The ASEPs today echo ASEAN's founding values: unity and diversity, cooperation over division, and belief that together we are stronger. Now, as they take their seats for the upcoming session, let us take this moment to reflect
Distinguished
on the
guests,
significance
please
of their
rise for the
presence.
ASEAN anthem. Thank you. Please be seated.
And do join us in giving a warm round of applause to the talented children, singers, and the dedicated choir directors for that truly inspiring performance.
The rendition of the ASEAN anthem, The ASEAN Way, was proudly presented by the graceful children from the Malaysian Federation of the Deaf and the young KL singers.
Your Majesty, Heads of State and Government of ASEAN and Timor-Leste, Heads of State and Government of Guests, Your Excellencies, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen.
Welcome to the opening ceremony of the 47th ASEAN Summit, held under the theme of Malaysia's ASEAN Chairmanship for 2025, Inclusivity and Sustainability.
Distinguished guests, we are now privileged to invite the Honorable Prime Minister of Malaysia and Chair of ASEAN 2025 to deliver his opening address and officiate the 47th ASEAN Summit and related summits.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh dan salam sejahtera. Your Majesty, Heads of State, Governments of ASEAN and Timor-Leste, Head of State and Government guests, Excellencies, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. On behalf of the government and the people of Malaysia, I sincerely welcome Your Majesty, ASEAN leaders, guests of the Chair, Secretary General Guterres, EU President, President Brazil, Lula, Ramaphosa of South Africa, Mark Carney of Canada, to join us here in Kuala Lumpur at the 47th ASEAN Summit. When Malaysia assumed the ASEAN Chairmanship, we certainly recognize the magnitude of responsibility before us. Leadership is never a matter of routine. To renew ASEAN's sense of purpose and chart a course worthy of our people's hopes. 2025 is a year that asks and demands more of us. The world feels unsettled, the old order no longer certain, the new one not yet defined. Across regions, we see rising contestation of growing uncertainty. These crosswinds test not only our economies, but our collective resolve to keep faith in cooperation, to believe that understanding and dialogue can still prevail in a divided age. And yet, amid these trials, ASEAN endures. Our strength lies not in conformity, but in the conviction that respect and reason still bind us together. Later this morning, when Cambodia and Thailand signed their peace agreement here in Kuala Lumpur, the world will see that conviction can achieve. It reminds us that reconciliation is not a concession, but an act of courage, and that peace, once chosen, can reshape the future of nations. Thank you, Prime Minister Thailand and Prime Minister Cambodia. The ASEAN Community Vision 2045, adopted here in May, speaks of who we aspire to be and challenges us to make these aspirations real. It calls on us to strengthen ASEAN's unity and centrality, to pursue growth that is both resilient and fair, and to safeguard the welfare of generations to come. Timor-Leste's historic admission into ASEAN today gives new meaning to that vision. Congratulations again to President Ramos Horta, Prime Minister Zadana Gosmao. Its place here completes the ASEAN family, reaffirming our shared destiny and deep sense of regional kinship. Within this community, Timor-Leste's development and its strategic autonomy will find firm and lasting support. Your Majesty, Excellencies, distinguished guests, as Chair this year, I ought first to recognize the support, understanding of my colleagues, the leaders of ASEAN. Through that, we are able to realign our priorities to keep the association resilient, relevant, and responsive to the times. Together with fellow member states, we have worked to foster the conditions for peace in Myanmar. We know this requires patience and persistence and an honest appreciation of the realities on the ground. Guided by the 5-point consensus, ASEAN has drawn on every available channel and partner to reduce violence and ease the humanitarian crisis. But lasting peace cannot be imposed. It must be Myanmar-owned and Myanmar-led. Only then will the reconciliation endure. The relative peace and prosperity that ASEAN has enjoyed for nearly 6 decades are not self-sustaining. They must be renewed through cooperation and strengthened by shared purpose. That is why ASEAN is deepening economic linkages, widening trade, and enhancing competitiveness. The upgrade of the ASEAN Trade in Goods Agreement to be launched at this summit will create a more seamless regional market, unlocking scale, efficiency, and opportunity for our businesses and workers alike. We are also advancing the ASEAN Power Grid. The new APG financing facility will help bridge funding gaps and accelerate our transition towards cleaner, more secure energy. In parallel, we are moving forward on the ASEAN Blue Economy Framework and the regional electric vehicle ecosystem, building the foundations of sustainable industry and green growth. With ASEAN's digital economy expected to double to $2 trillion by 2030, we have agreed to fast-track the ASEAN Digital Economic Framework Agreement by 2026. And to ensure technology remains our servant, not our master, we will establish the ASEAN AI Safety Network, AI Safe, to embed ethics, safety, and sound governance in the use of artificial intelligence. Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, rising protectionism and shifting supply chains remind us that resilience depends on adaptability. ASEAN must not stand still. We must have the courage to forge new partnerships and the foresight to deepen existing ones. In that spirit, we hosted the second ASEAN GCC and the ASEAN GCC China summits earlier this year. Tomorrow, we convene the 5th RCEP Leaders Summit, advancing the world's largest free trade area toward its full potential. We also welcome again Brazil and South Africa, guests of the chair, to the 20th East Asia Summit, an important step in widening ASEAN's engagement with the BRICS and the G20 and strengthening our bridge to the global south. The future of ASEAN will not be written by circumstance. It will be written by choice, by the choices we make today. On that note, Your Majesty, Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, it is my singular honor on behalf of the peoples of Malaysia to declare open the 47th ASEAN Summit and related summits. Terima kasih. Thank you.
Thank you, Dato Sri. May we request that you kindly step forward to the center of the stage for the next part of our program.
Ladies and gentlemen, we will now proceed to the ASEAN Prize Award ceremony.
The ASEAN Prize is the region's premier award honoring outstanding individuals or organizations for their inspiring contributions to building a stronger ASEAN community.
This award, initiated by the ASEAN member states, is supported by Temasek Foundation of Singapore and Yayasan Hasanah of Malaysia. We now invite His Excellency Dr. Kao Kim Horn, Secretary General of ASEAN, to accompany Dato Sri on stage for the ASEAN Prize Award ceremony. Distinguished guests, we are pleased to announce the winner of this year's ASEAN Prize is Union of Youth Federations of Cambodia. Congratulations!
May I now invite Her Excellency Dam Darini, Vice President of the Union of Youth Federations of Cambodia, to head on stage to receive the ASEAN Prize Award.
Ladies and gentlemen, founded in 1978, the Union of Youth Federations of Cambodia is the nation's largest youth organization with over 300,000 members dedicated to volunteerism and national development.
Today, UYFC continues to promote cultural pride, ASEAN solidarity, and global friendship, nurturing a new generation devoted to unity and service to their nation.
Once again, a big round of applause. Congratulations to the Union of Youth Federations, Cambodia.
Thank you, Excellency Hun Mani and Excellency Secretary General of ASEAN. You may kindly return to your seats. Datuk Sri, once again, you are requested to remain on stage for our next event.
Ladies and gentlemen, we now wish to invite all ASEAN leaders and the Prime Minister of the Democratic Republic of Timor-Leste to proceed on stage for the signing ceremony of the Declaration on the Admission of the Democratic Republic of Timor-Leste into the Association of Southeast Asian Nations, ASEAN.
Your Majesty, Excellencies, distinguished delegates, ladies and gentlemen, the signing ceremony will begin with the Prime Minister of Malaysia, Chair of ASEAN.
Next, His Excellency, the President of the Republic of the Philippines.
His Majesty, the Sultan of Brunei Darussalam.
His Excellency, the Prime Minister of the Kingdom of Cambodia.
His Excellency, the President of the Republic of Indonesia.
His Excellency, the Prime Minister of Laos, People's Democratic Republic.
His Excellency the Prime Minister of the Republic of Singapore.
His Excellency the Prime Minister of the Kingdom of Thailand.
His Excellency the Prime Minister of the Socialist Republic of Vietnam.
His Excellency the Permanent Secretary of the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, the Republic of the Union of Myanmar.
And His Excellency the Prime Minister of the Democratic Republic of Timor-Leste.
With the spirit of solidarity in the air, thank you, Your Majesty and Your Excellencies. We now invite all our ASEAN leaders to please move forward to the center of the stage for a photo opportunity. We are humbled and proud to be a part of history in the making. Members of the media, this is your first photo moment. In 3, 2, 1. Next is the customary handshake. The ASEAN way, please. Right hand over left. For a second photo moment, 3, 2, 1. Thank you, Your Excellencies. May I now invite all ASEAN leaders and Permanent Secretary to take 3 steps forward to the center of the stage.
Next, distinguished guests, may I now invite all guests of the chair on the stage for a photo opportunity. Please welcome the President of the Federative Republic of Brazil,
The President of the European Council,
the President of Republic of South Africa,
the Prime Minister of Canada,
the President of the Democratic Republic of Timor-Leste,
and last but not least, the United Nations Secretary General. And for this official photo, we shall do it the ASEAN way. Right hand over left in solidarity. Ladies and gentlemen, let there be peace and harmony. A big round of applause. Your photo moment in 3, 2, 1.
Thank you, Excellencies. You may kindly return to your seats. And once again, may I now invite the Prime Minister of Malaysia, as well as the President and the Prime Minister of the Democratic Republic of Timor-Leste to remain on stage.
Once again, the Prime Minister of Malaysia, as well as the President and the Prime Minister of the Democratic Republic of Timor-Leste on the stage. An emotional moment Ladies and gentlemen, we would now like to invite His Excellency Dr. Kao Kim Hoon, Secretary General of ASEAN, to once again proceed to the stage to receive the signed declaration from the Honorable Prime Minister of Malaysia.
Next, we would like to invite the Honorable Prime Minister to hand over the signed declaration to the Secretary General of ASEAN.
A big round of applause. Thank you, Honorable Prime Minister. And now, the moment we've been waiting for. It is time to officially place the Timor-Leste flag onto the stage, joining the other flags of ASEAN member states.
Distinguished guests, it is now official. Timor-Leste is the 11th member of ASEAN.
To the Honorable Prime Minister, please remain on stage. Meanwhile, Honorable Prime Minister of Malaysia and Your Excellencies, you may return to your seats. Our Honorable Prime Minister of Timor-Leste, please remain on stage. Kepada Yang Amat Berhormat Perdana Menteri Malaysia, to the Honorable Prime Minister of Malaysia, and to Your Excellency, we'd like to invite you back to your seat.
Distinguished guests, this is truly a milestone moment for the Democratic Republic of Timor-Leste. And on that note, it is now our honor to welcome the Honorable Khairala Shanana Gusmao, Prime Minister of Timor-Leste, to deliver his remarks as the 11th member of ASEAN.
Your Majesty, Your Excellencies, Chair of ASEAN, Excellencies, ASEAN leaders, Excellency, the President of the Republic of Timor-Leste, Excellency, Secretary General of the United Nations, Excellency, President of the European Union, Excellency, President of Brazil, Excellency, the President of Republic South Africa, Excellency, guests of the Chair, National Parliament, the members of the National Parliament of Timor-Leste here, Excellency, Secretary General of ASEAN, distinguished colleagues, ladies and gentlemen. Today, history is made. Timor-Leste has been admitted as the 11th member state of ASEAN. For the people of Timor-Leste, this is not only a dream realized, but a powerful affirmation of our journey, one marked by resilience, determination, and hope. For ASEAN, it is the continuation of a vision, a truly united family of nations, bound together by shared values, common aspirations, and collective destiny. On behalf of the government and people of Timor-Leste, I extend our deepest gratitude to all ASEAN member states, to the ASEAN Chair, the ASEAN Secretariat, and our dialogue partners. Your trust, encouragement, and unwavering solidarity have made this historic day possible. Our path to membership has been long and purposeful. Since we applied in 2011, We have prepared our institutions, reformed our policies, and strengthened our readiness, guided by the wisdom, support, and patience of ASEAN and its partners. Our accession is a testament to the spirit of our people, a young democracy born from struggle, now embracing a new era of collaboration and growth within one of the world's most dynamic regions. Today, ASEAN reaffirms its vitality and its inclusivity. Timor-Leste joins with humility and with pride, fully embracing the core values of ASEAN: mutual respect, peaceful cooperation, unity in diversity, and regional solidarity. We see ASEAN membership as both as natural affiliation, rooted in our culture and geography, and a strategic imperative for our nation's future. Timor-Leste enters ASEAN with full commitment to its charter, ready to be a constructive, peaceful, and devoted member. We pledge to work with all member states to keep our region peaceful, open, and prosperous, and to be part of efforts to build resilience, deepen unity, and ensure that no one is left behind. For Timor-Leste, this new beginning brings immense opportunities in trade, investment, education, and the digital economy. We are ready to learn, to innovate, and to uphold good governance, strengthening our institutions as we work together toward sustainable development. This is not the end of a journey. This is the beginning of an inspiring new chapter. Together, we will advance the ASEAN Community Vision 2045, a peaceful, prosperous, resilient, and people-centered ASEAN, with Timor-Leste as an active contributor. On this day of pride and celebration, I speak not only as a Prime Minister on behalf of the President of the Republic of Timor-Leste and all Timorese people, but now as a fellow member of ASEAN family. Thank you very, very much.
And thank you, Honorable Prime Minister of Timor-Leste, for those insightful remarks. Please, we'd like to invite you back to your seat.
Once again, congratulations, the Democratic Republic of Timor-Leste, for their inclusion into ASEAN today.
Timor-Leste, welcome to the ASEAN family. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, a big round of applause for the Democratic Republic of Timor-Leste.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are now so pleased to present a performance by Malaysia's renowned sape performer, Miss Alena Murang, and Malaysia's leading dance fusion ensemble, delivering a compelling artistic statement on unity and transformation.
This showcase highlights the connection between our shared heritage and the opportunities presented by the digital era. It recognizes the diversity, creativity, and resilience of the human spirit, demonstrating how we can stand together as one community of ASEAN. We embrace a future defined by intelligence, connectivity, and progress.
Please, distinguished guests, feast your eyes and your ears as we present to you this bedazzling performance.
Distinguished guests, a warm round of applause to the talented performers for that truly outstanding performance.
Those immersive visuals beautifully captured ASEAN's collective journey, rooted in identity, yet boldly embracing the future, reflecting a region proud of its past and empowered for what lies ahead.
Your Majesty, Your Excellencies, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, with that, the 47th ASEAN Summit and related summits are officially open.
We wish all delegations successful summits ahead. Terima kasih and thank you.
Announcing the departure of the Honorable Datuk Sri Anwar Ibrahim, Prime Minister of Malaysia, accompanied by our ASEAN leaders and guests of the chair.
Once again, we thank you for sharing this momentous occasion with us.
We kindly request that all other guests remain at your seats to allow the heads of state and government of ASEAN, as well as guests of the chair, to exit the plenary hall first. Distinguished guests, thank you for your cooperation. My name is Naz Rahman.
And I'm Shani Iman Lee.
Ladies and gentlemen, allow me to introduce myself. I am the official commentator for the International Broadcasting Centre, IBC, and International Media Centre, IMC, throughout the ASEAN Summit proceedings. We sincerely apologize to our delegations from Indonesia and to all our distinguished guests for the earlier error in announcing the name of the President of Indonesia. It was an unintended mistake and we deeply regret any offence or confusion it may have caused. We hold the people and leadership of Indonesia in the highest regard and we appreciate your kind understanding over this oversight. We wish to formally and warmly acknowledge His Excellency of Indonesia, Prabowo Subianto, the President of the Republic of Indonesia. As a founding member of ASEAN and the region's largest democracy, continues to play a pivotal role in shaping ASEAN's identity, to regional security and global partnerships. Under President Prabowo's leadership, to Indonesia's enduring commitment to ASEAN's unity and strategic vision remains steadfast. We extend our warmest welcome to Your Excellency, President Prabowo Subianto. For Timor-Leste gaining independence in 2002, it has shown unwavering determination to be part of the ASEAN family, engaging actively in regional cooperation, capacity building and dialogue. And today, that aspiration has been realized. A heartfelt congratulations to the government of people of Timor-Leste. This itself marks a new chapter in ASEAN's journey, one that brings new voices, fresh perspective, and a renewed commitment to regional peace, prosperity, and shared progress. Let us all recognize the collective efforts of ASEAN member states and Timor-Leste's leadership in reaching this momentous occasion. Selamat datang, Timor-Leste, and once again, congratulations.